All right, we are back. Sorry
Yeah.
about that. Yeah, we are back live now.
Jones, take us
Yay.
away,
So
man.
go ahead, Jones. Get it out. Get it out of your system.
Take
No,
us
man, we're
away.
we're in the Marvel stream now. It's all Marvel now.
No, we got time. We got like 12 minutes still.
I got 12 minutes to think about war table thoughts. Um, well, I have one thought isn't it hilarious? It's weird to me that there's so many aesthetic things about this genre that you just cannot touch. Like the elf bars have to look like that. Like you can't put your own Pokemon spin on that. I totally miss them catching Pokemon. How does that work? When you're in battle, they're like, oh, they're catching lots of Pokemon. Is that how you
Yeah.
score points or like what?
Yeah, I don't know if they were killing them or every time you kill them, it's counts as a capture, and then you take them to the circles on the map, and that's how you score points. So you
Yeah.
kill the mobs, and then you get a Pokeball from them, and then you take it to the circle to like deposit.
Huber's paying way more attention to that
I
than
was
I was.
completely talking over that
I
guy.
didn't even realize you can even catch things or anything like that. Real quick, Bloods, a heads up. 9 a.m. Pacific tomorrow, Cyberpunk.
9
So
a.m. All
it's
right.
on the Twitch gaming countdown right here in front of me. It's like, oh, there we go. Yeah, I didn't even know you could catch Pokemon. Chat, I know the Pokemon logo's up because we're still talking about Pokemon right now. We'll switch that over when we switch to Marvel. Uh,
For me,
Jeez.
this entire
MOBA.
company,
Wow.
Pokemon, like they have just no competition. They're just resting on their laurels, and they're always phoning it in. That's why I gave up on this entire franchise 10 years ago. And like even the one on Switch was like an improvement, but it's still for what they're capable of. They're still phoning it in because people just buy it up, buy it up. They're always going to sell Pokemon. And until there's real competition or people stop buying it, they're just going to keep doing shit like this.
Dude, Hubert, it's like it's also just like I gotta go on a tangent with this. Nintendo and online. Like people keep, buying why is there any incentive for Nintendo to improve their online? Like with Smash Brothers and stuff, and if they ever made like Pokemon Online, because everyone buys their games and stuff, no one complains enough, no one stops buying, no one like they just rake in the money, so like they're just not gonna do it.
Yep.
And this is just another example. But
Yeah.
this
Well, I
is
mean, I think the Smash
ugh.
Brothers, there's just so much of a local scene that like online just seems secondary. It's almost like they need a game that really relies on online for people to be like, hey, this has to straighten up. Like you're saying, like an MMO or something.
The
Um,
type advantage removal from this, this just screams simplistic. How that's a good point. From chat, how do you play this MOBA with voice chat?
oh,
With the phones,
it's
like,
probably using the Nintendo app, just like every other Switch game.
oh gosh, yes.
They demoed it, man. I've never seen 10 players in a
Yeah, but
Pokemon
that's
video
like that was a
before.
clearly put
That
together
was
video.
unprecedented.
I wonder if that like score update scene that like the interstitial they kept using, if that actually is like what pops up on your screen every now and then, like here's the score update. Let me cover up your entire mobile screen so you don't get to see the game anymore.
You know what, Hubert? A lot of stuff I'm on the fence, like the DLC in Shield. Like I'd love to make time for that. I don't know if that's necessarily the smartest way I could spend
Yeah.
some of my hours this summer. This I'm actually like super in
no.
support of because I know I'm not going to play this. I'm not going to touch it. It was a little bit. It was like it was a little bit of, I see Charizard out in the field just tearing it up, just all those enemies vanishing under his fire, and it's like, no, I can't. No.
Oh my God.
Mm-mm.
This is just once again
I've just
lesson
never
to
been in it again. Just leveling up for me in like an RPG. Basically, I know it's not an RPG really, but like like losing those gains every match is just like tiring for me. It's just like I like to level up a character and then keep going. Or like
So I'm
a lot of
setting.
games that have that ability where it's like you just all right, new match. Let's see, where you can take that skill tree. I like the structure of that. It's just personally not my play style. So I'm like, cool. I can just step back and watch them print money.
yeah.
Because this looks all like Gen 1, right? And I mean, it's like Pokemon Go all over again, where they just like headlines every single time they drop a bunch of characters with worse character models than the leading Pokemon game
I don't have time to play
on
this.
current gen consoles.
It's like I only play one MOBA now, and it's Smite because it's got Avatar stuff in it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Pokemon, you're one day late.
Yeah, this is gonna be a
You missed
Smite
Right.
channel.
Yeah.
So yeah.
There's gonna be a Smite
All these
channel
years
soon.
they finally
All
got
of
it.
us playing Smite. This is another cautionary tale to be careful to keep your expectations in check when it comes to Nintendo. Everyone's so convinced this is gonna be a Diamond Pearl remake or a Let's Go Johto or something.
Oh,
Nope. Stop. Don't. Yeah.
Maybe that's it too. I didn't build myself up for this at all.
Oh, I was
Just
expecting
because-
like a new Let's Go, like Gen 2 Let's Go or Diamond
No.
Pearl remake. I was like, here we go. This is a big thing, and it was not.
I'm
I
never
know it's
getting up at
Pokemon,
6
Pokemon
a.m. for
coming to
Pokemon
Nintendo.
again.
I know they're not the same, but
Never.
like they do the same stuff. Like, come on. You don't have to get technical. It's okay.
All right, Jones, we
Just
got 6
check your
minutes.
expectations.
Let's wash that taste away.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Avengers coming up.
let's turn things around.
Which I'm really nervous about this game. This showing is huge for me because nothing I've seen from Avengers has gotten me hyped at all.
Well, I got news for you. Damiani's primed because I played Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 with him the other day for Stream Team.
Mm-hmm.
He loved it.
Oh, yeah, we're playing it today on Mike and Mike later.
I know. He had a grand old time. He had a wonderful time. I played Miles Morales, who I had yet to really like dig into. And
Oh, interesting.
War
Nice.
Table. Right, title updated.
Yeah, because they've added a lot of characters to that since you first played it, right?
yeah,
Totally.
it's the way I look at Ultimate Alliance, because we like I want to be sensitive to your feelings, because Ultimate Alliance I feel wronged you. Ultimate Alliance
Ultimate
Alliance, like,
all.
Ultimate Alliance mugged you
It's
in a back
fine.
alley and took a little bit of your mojo away. I don't know what happened. Something dark and dirty and shameful happened between you and
It's
Ultimate Alliance.
fine.
But I look at Marvel as like a meter where it's like you can deep dive, you can do Iron Man VR, which is as far as you can crank that meter to one side, where it's like one character. You don't have you can't play as anybody else. Maybe they're in cutscenes and stuff like that. But we really, from like the day one of development to the moment that game goes gold, we are focused on Iron Man. And then you crank that in the complete opposite direction. It's like, nope, 80 characters. And so you're like, okay, well, like Ghost Rider isn't going to be amazing. It's not going to be like the Ghost Rider game. And so like when you bring that character into battle, like not a lot changes, color changes really, like what
Good call.
AoE your button is maybe, and like voiceover big time. Like we really want the characters to differentiate themselves, like style. We want style to go a long way, but like gameplay, like no, I never got to play Marvel Heroes. I got really tempted by it like right before it got shut down.
Yeah.
But I imagine that was the same kind of thing where it's like it's really quantity over quality.
That game was
So-
fun, dude. I like that one.
And so that's where I'm at with this game, where it's like, where are we? Are they gonna blow this out to where they're like, we want to Destiny this, but in a franchise way, to where 8 years from now we're like, and now we're doing Guardians, and it's like, wow, like we thought you'd do Guardians way earlier than that, but here we are, cool. We could be Gamora now, neat, Or is this gonna be like some big 30 character 2-year push, and then they just get tired?
Yeah.
I don't know, like how many characters are gonna be at launch? Like they teased Ant-Man. I don't know.
Yeah. Seems like
When is Hawkeye coming in? I have lots of questions.
yeah. I just want to see. I want to see what it looks like co-op. I want to see like
Yeah.
high level max gear. Like show me the end, not
Max
not the
gear.
end game like
Max gear.
raids, but show me like
No,
high
full raid.
level co-op in this game, unedited, no commentary. Just give me like a 5-minute clip of what it actually is to play this game with friends. That's all I need to see. And then I can make up my mind like based on that, because like everything we've seen so far has just been snippets. And it just, from those snippets, the gameplay has just looked bland. But
you know what I'm afraid of, Huber?
huh.
They have the Captain America is dead but not dead story that we all know.
Sure.
We're just waiting to get past that part of
Right.
the advertising.
Yeah.
They're like, we got news for you, Avengers fans.
Oh,
Captain
man.
He's
America's
back.
not dead. Woo! We're all like, we've seen him in gameplay. All right, whatever. Like, but I'm nervous today is going to start with like, because they had that tweet. Did you see the tweet about statues being torn down? Where they're
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
the
yeah,
Captain,
they're-
the
yeah,
Captain
that
America
misguided thing.
statue got defaced, and you were like, not the day. Read the room.
Yeah.
So I'm nervous today starts, and it's like it's been 3 years. We're like,
Yeah.
oh God, we don't please just show it. Like you were saying, like I just want to see Miss Marvel and Hulk just picking up cars and throwing them. Like
Mhm.
stop with the story. Like I just
Like, is this going to be like Destiny where it's like, all right, you beat the story and then you just go back to story missions and grind for gear?
Yes.
Like, I need to know
Right.
everything about this game after this war table because it's been so long
Yeah.
and I just know nothing. I've seen everything they've shown and I know nothing really about it. So
I saw a lot of devs tweeting their hearts out about this. I think they're really excited. I think there should be like a bunch of new information, but
yeah, and hopefully the delays like helps them polish it up or
Yeah, are you
I don't know,
expecting this
just-
to look much better visually after it's
I
been so
hope it
long since we've
does.
seen it?
I mean, they just announced the next gen upgrade for free, which is
Yeah.
a very
Yeah.
nice thing. They
So
don't
do we think
have
we'll
to
be
do
seeing
that.
this running
That's
on
cool.
like a? Do you think we'll be seeing this running on PS5 or something potentially, or what they showed today is actually running on next gen, or do you think we're just gonna see a?
I think we'll know whether it is or not. I think they'll tell us. They might even show like a comparison shot, since they have announced that.
They did already announce there'll be. I thought they already announced crossplay. Wait, am I getting the games wrong? Did they announce for this that there'll be crossplay on the same family of systems? So like PS4
Same
to
family,
PS5. Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
Sorry, I wasn't remembering if that was something else. Do you expect any new characters today?
yes.
New
Spider-Man.
reveals. Spider-Man.
That would be smart.
Yeah.
That would win some points with people for sure.
If Wolverine shows up, that's immediately
even
a 10
better.
out of 10.
That would be great.
If Wolverine shows
Okay.
up, they've got me.
Yes.
Wow.
Like, it's like a Smite
Get the-
Avatar situation, Damiani. I'm out.
there's
I'm in.
So it's not Coulson Huber. It would be Wolverine. Wolverine's your. They show like Coulson playable. You're
Oh,
like.
dude, I hope Coulson is like your handler or something. That'd obviously be.
Oh, dude, what
freaking
if it's
10
like
out
a
of 10.
different Coulson? Because it's a different universe. So
Yeah.
maybe, like Coulson's
fun,
in it,
dude.
but it's not Clark. You know,
Dude,
like,
let's
that would be
go.
wild. Like a different looking. Like he's got a goatee. Like what? Like,
Agents of Shield on tonight. Every Wednesday, I forget and then I remember. Yes.
Will there be an Agents of Shield promo or mention in this?
No.
Catch it tonight.
Not unless like Quake shows up or something.
No, I would have at least 2 new characters. I'd have like the character you introduced at the beginning, and then you use them to explain some gameplay mechanic thing, and then oh wait, at the end, one more thing. Here's Black Panther. Like yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right.
We're on the same link, right? Because I'm just seeing a black screen.
No, 10 seconds.
Refresh. There's 10 seconds.
Refresh. Yeah, there's 10 seconds left.
I like re-windowed and everything, and I'm still getting black screen. Okay.
See, like the Avengers logo, or they.
Not-
the,
Yeah, maybe just go to Twitch then. I don't know why it's not working for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I go to Slack and click on it, it doesn't. Oh, there it is.
Sweet.
Wait.
Now it is a black screen.
Now
Now it's a black screen. It is actually
That's
team.
T
We got a
for
trailer.
Language,
We got a
mild
trailer.
Yes, yes.
In-game purchases.
In-game
Mild blood?
purchases.
I don't think I've seen that descriptor before.
Hey. Getting better.
They're kind of low in there to the side.
When I was young,
Hey, it's
Yes,
statue.
exactly.
an orphaned wolf cub in the forest behind our farm. I felt if I could instill rules, the proper boundaries, I could harness the raw power of that beast. A few months
It's
later,
weird having the
while hunting,
VO on top of VO.
the adolescent
Yeah.
cub turned on me. We're fixing the damage the Avengers did all those years ago. Inhumans are sick. Unlimited power, that's dangerous. It's
Dude, Agents of Shield, let's go.
You are lucky to be alive. Come on, Kamala. Let AIM help
MODOK.
you.
Oh.
Or what's his name from Hulk?
What if the Avengers were set up?
I don't know who that is, actually.
Couldn't this just
Leader, yeah, leader.
Hi, I'm sorry. Who are you?
Kamala
This better be good.
he totally locked Cap in the reactor room and then he tried to jack the Chimera.
Son of a...
Have you all completely lost your senses?
What? Where were you while the world went to hell?
This is our fault. All of ours. You really think the world is better without us?
The characters still have this
It's always
kind of
been a
uncanny
problem.
valley
Run
thing
from
going on.
Who you are, what you are. I am warning you.
This is exactly what Tarleton wants!
You struggle against the unstoppable tide of progress, Avengers. Power cannot be controlled. It has to be
crate. Here we go.
I will rid the Earth of superpowers, even if it has to end with me.
It's just got a whole lot weirder.
Story looked cooler this time.
Yeah.
What's up, Marvel fans? My name's Casey Lynch, and I'm editorial director at Crystal Dynamics. Marvel's Avengers War Table is your direct source for all things Marvel's Avengers.
Direct, he said
We've
it.
got a great show lined up with new trailers,
Yo,
new details on one of
like
our
that
main
sidebar.
villains, MODOK, and
MODOK,
advanced idea
dude.
mechanics. And we'll take a first look at co-op and war zones.
Co-op?
If you've ever
And
thought,
war zones,
what is this game? Or how does it work?
Yeah.
Then this is the show for you.
They listened to Huber
Alright.
before the show. They
Starting
were just
with
like,
the story trailer. In the aftermath
Huber,
of A-Day,
no,
everything
got
changed.
it, got it.
You so-called heroes transformed San Francisco into an infectious, gas-filled quarantine zone. You unleashed disease, powerful beings that wreak havoc throughout our nation. So I ask you again, Dr. Banner, do the Avengers pose a danger to society? Yes.
I can promise you this. I will use this second chance to make you safe. AIM will find a cure for the inhuman disease.
As a founding member of tech giant Advanced Idea Mechanics, or AIM, George Tarleton dreamt of a world made better through science. But even as AIM promises a cure to end the inhuman infection, and the revolutionary Adaptoid Project offers a world protected by science, Tarleton, a victim of 8A
world
himself,
protected
uses
by
AIM's
science.
technological might and the public's fear of Inhumans to convince the world that the superpowered are uncontrollable and cannot be trusted. His deranged obsession drives him to become MODOK, mental
MODOK.
organism designed
Hype.
only for killing. When choosing a villain, we knew we needed someone who had the muscle and mental capacity to become an Avengers-level threat. We also wanted a new face for modern Avengers fans. Big face. But comic fans know MODOK is anything but new. His origin in Marvel lore dates back more than 50 years to October of 1967 in Tales of Suspense. Now, with AIM's drive to manipulate public fear and his ability to control machines with his mind, Tarleton and AIM are the most sophisticated threat the Avengers have ever faced. But a teenage fangirl named Kamala Khan doesn't trust AIM. In fact, she's convinced that AIM is experimenting on her fellow Inhumans under the guise of finding a cure. And she believes George Tarleton was behind the plot to discredit the Avengers. And she has proof. As you pick up the trail of the long-disbanded Avengers, you'll advance the story of the single-player campaign, unlocking more and more hero-specific missions. We know you've been asking for new
Here it is,
gameplay
the
that's
War
not
Table.
from A-Day. We
Right.
hear you. So here's a playthrough of part of a new Thor hero mission called Once an Avenger.
Sweet.
So yeah, so different characters have their own specific levels, which is cool.
We're here live at the AIM experience in Manhattan.
But it does make it weird for like how is co-op work
It's
then?
gonna be separate.
Yeah, just separate set of missions.
Is it any coincidence that
But at the same time, I feel like that's the best way for level design because otherwise it would be really generic.
Sure.
Oh,
You're welcome. Thank you. You should know, I'm not in the best of moods.
Wait, is that Thor?
holy crap, Thor! Where the hell did you come from?
I was serving the commoners when it started raining bolts of metal from the skies.
It's unbelievably good to see you.
Bit tricky, don't you
Whoa.
think?
It doesn't matter. He's here now.
So the false god returns. Why? You did what you were supposed to do, Thor. You gave up your power. You should have stayed forgotten.
Never, when mortals are in peril. Where do you hide, Doctor? Can you not face me?
Look around. I'm everywhere.
Something just looks off about this.
The thing with guys spinning in the air is a little strange to me.
What are these things?
After you hit them.
They're drilling into the deck.
Something Carlton cooked up to
That doesn't look particularly like tough. It's probably Thor's introduction to
Yeah, for sure. It's his opening mission.
not that difficult.
Oh, hello. Just like old times.
Aim dropships inbound.
I see them.
Focus on those mechs.
I thought he was gonna fight Hulk.
Alright, so there's like
Kamala,
some
you okay?
prompts there.
Yeah. No.
The
On my
red
way.
glow stuff.
Hulk, you got this?
Yeah, cool to see Hulk just tearing it up in the background.
Yeah.
Targeting, or does that mean like it's like you can't block? There's like a white arrow, yellow arrow, like red arrow thing going on.
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll explain later. Don't worry, she's up to it.
You just
When
steal
they're
health.
outlined, it looks like a kill grab or whatever. Grab him, finish him.
Still losing altitude.
Oh, when it
Thor,
was
can you hold
red,
it up with
it
wind?
grabbed you.
There's a, it looked like a defensive one and an offensive one. Like when they had low damage, they were outlined. So it's a finisher.
You killed Captain America, Thor. Who else will fall before your hammer?
Silence!
I'm not sure what I think about like the floating.
See how he's outlined there? You could grab him
Yeah.
and finish him.
I like how big the environment is. Like that for flying characters, there's like legit a reason to like get up high and look around, you know, like kind of assess where things are in the environment.
I'll tell you what's usually not fun, binary domain aside, is just fighting generic robots.
Yeah.
But it's the other thing too. It's like MODOK, like oh, it's the original. It's like and a bunch of robots. It's like it's Ultron.
We literally just did the same shot of the Iron Man look away firing.
Not on my watch. The
It's one of his
Chimera can't
moves.
go down. Not again.
You can hit lightning pretty far away.
Flashy as hell, I'll give it that.
Spotted some drones heading for the command
Yeah, I'm
deck.
curious without a HUD, like what things we're
Yeah.
missing, you know, like
Oh, good point.
how much do you have to charge up for like lightning attacks and that sort of thing.
This just seems, I mean,
Can you enable
not nice here. This just seems very repetitive. It's like go to these like
Sure.
mech things,
Yeah.
fight the robots in there, destroy them so the force field goes away, repeat. You haven't
It's
seen
like
lot
a
of variety yet.
$200 million beat 'em up.
I mean, this, yeah, it looks like a high-end Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Alive.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, each character you take away, it's just that everything looks and plays a little bit better. You know?
Oh,
This thing again.
Yeah.
But
like,
with flames.
now we got a yellow one.
yeah, is it
I can
transparent
handle
now?
the large one myself.
You don't have to. That's the whole point.
Okay, so your screen gets yellow when you're low on health.
Guys, the
Yeah,
Chimera can't
Parry.
take much
It's a
more
parry
of this.
window.
They did a lot of
Counter.
damage down in the engine room.
Carlton, do not do this!
You've given me no choice. You'll find this shield familiar, Stark.
Our
The damage has already been done, Avengers.
They failed again.
Sick.
Okay.
That's cool.
That's kind of cool.
Very cool. That was really
He's just like, I'm
Come on,
done. Let's do
Tony.
this.
We're trying to restart the engines, but there's not enough power. We're out of time, people. Brace for impact.
Whoa.
Hey, God of Thunder! Stay behind me. Now, bring it!
Oh. Yeah, I didn't see the city for a second. Uh-oh.
That thing didn't just bounce off a building, did it?
It didn't bounce.
Okay. I was gonna say.
Sliced off the top of it.
Oh, that was, yeah.
Once an Avenger is a great example of a hero mission, a single-player campaign experience focusing on a specific playable character. Hero missions give us a chance to tell more of each hero's story and showcase the variety and depth of our hero designs. Let's take a quick look at how Thor plays.
Okay, yeah.
With the game's
All right,
combat
here we go. Maybe
systems,
this will be
players
better.
can string together combos of heavy and light attacks, or hold for signature attacks. Combat versatility
there's
is one
HUD.
of Thor's strengths. From making use
So
of
that you get
Mjolnir
powers
to
down
pin
on the
enemies
bottom.
from a distance,
Yeah, your
or
cooldown
bringing the
stuff,
sky
yeah.
down on his foes. In addition to core combat moves,
numbers.
the God of Thunder has a wide variety of skills to unlock that give
I don't
him
need to see
access
numbers,
to
guys.
classic moves. This is one of our favorites, manual targeting. We largely drew our influence from writer Jason Aaron's run on the Mighty Thor comic. Manual targeting allows you to quickly mark your enemies for bullseyes with Mjolnir, and one by one, you can mark them and knock them down as Mjolnir comes back to you. Follow that
that's
up
cool.
with a powerful
Yeah,
ground
that's-
That is
round,
sweet,
and
man.
you've got a mighty combo. Manual targeting is a great ranged attack, but if up close and personal is more your style, go with the hammer spin or Mjolnir Cyclone.
What the?
Heroes
Yeah,
have
what
three
was that
special heroic
transition?
moves:
That was-
Assault, Ultimate, and Support.
Yo,
When
I
designing our
don't need
heroics,
numbers
we
popping up,
started
guys.
with the signature moves from the comics
let
and
me turn
movies
that
that
off.
we've always wanted to play.
That's the
The
game,
Assault
bud.
Heroic charges the fastest, and in some cases, you can store multiple charges to use strategically as a part of your combos. You can perform these after charging your heroic meters with normal attacks.
Yeah,
For instance,
I really like
Thor's
Mala's
Assault Heroic is Widow's Bite, which is an
Plastic
electroshock
Man stuff.
projectile move you might recognize. You can see Nat using it right here. Each hero also has a unique support heroic that's designed to
Whoa,
enhance
like
co-op
armor.
and team play.
Yeah.
For example,
Planet
Thor's
Hulk.
support, Warrior's Fury, lets him channel the power of the gods to supercharge his Odin force and grants a period of invulnerability for nearby team members. You can see this in action when Iron Man gets the buff as he flies through Thor's support. Ultimates take longer to charge, but they're definitely worth the wait. They have
There we
more
go.
screen
That's a
clearing
cool
power,
shot.
and some even have
That's city
residual
level, yeah.
effects,
Yeah.
like Thor's Bifrost Ultimate. Thor's Ultimate Heroic channels the power of the 9 realms, and his Bifrost taps into Muspelheim to bypass unbreakable shields, allowing Thor to use the power of the Bifrost Bridge to do maximum damage. We know everyone plays differently, so
Yeah, I
we
don't-
have
I don't like
melee,
this transition.
ranged, aerial, and
Came up
ground
with that-
combat skills
The edit.
to tailor your hero to your playstyle. As your heroes earn experience, they gain access to new skills. Skill points allow you to unlock new moves, combos, and even new versions of attacks. As you build up your heroes, you begin to see how unlocking and mastering the separate core skills offers a ton of depth and variety on its
that looks
own
cool.
for every hero.
Yeah. Hulk's gonna be fun.
And that's before gear, perks, artifacts, and any kind of
It
later
does look
game
like it gets
progression.
framey here and there.
So why is all of this important? Because it means your Thor will play differently than my Thor, and my Hulk will play different than yours. Another way to customize your heroes is with gear. We've previously talked about the different rarities and how perks will
alright.
give you powerful modifiers for even more customization. Some perks apply special damage like plasma or gamma, or cause status effects like shrink, which will shrink enemies and reduce damage and defense.
It's such an RPG
Nice.
You can see
thing.
Iron Man using gamma gear in this shot, and eagle-eyed fans probably noticed his laser sweep was green instead of red. Nope, that wasn't a bug. When you have Gamma Gear equipped, it grants a bonus damage modifier and changes the emissive color of your attack. And voila, green lasers. We know that if you look good, you'll play good.
That's probably where those
Crystal team
numbers
has
come
really
into play
enjoyed
too, is
creating
the color of the
all new
number.
outfits for these heroes, and drawing from Marvel's 80-year history to bring so many classic outfits to the game.
That's the most exciting
Each
thing,
hero
dude.
has
Fashion,
dozens
let's
of
go.
outfits drawn from some of the most recognizable eras in story.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, there we
You
go.
can earn them over the course of the story campaign
Full
by
playthrough
completing
like
missions
that.
and deciphering patterns. There's Iron Man's suit from the 2014 Original Sin storyline, or Donald Blake, which is a nod to an alias of Thor's who first appeared in 1962's Journey into Mystery issue 83, or Tony's Stark Tech outfit that was inspired by the Bleeding Edge armor that first appeared in Invincible Iron Man number 25 in 2010. While there are a ton of outfits you'll earn just by playing, some will require completing iconic mission chains to earn each hero's iconic outfit, and some outfits will only be available in our online marketplace. You can even customize your attitude and let out your inner Hulk with the right email.
Come on.
Damn
Why
it.
would you
That's canon.
include that?
Those are just some of the ways you'll be able to build and spec out your heroes. Okay,
When other
I think
people
it's
are
time
like
for another
proudly
trailer. This one
announcing
gives
that
us
you
a first
won't
look
have
at
that.
how all that customization
Drop
is
it in there.
especially fun when you play together. This
right.
is co-op
All
in
right.
Warzone.
This is everything to me, honestly.
This is everything. Yeah, this is all the chips are on the table here.
Yeah, all in. Let's see.
These adaptoids of his, they harvest their powers through the torture of these Inhumans. Georgie Boy is gearing up for war.
Programmable power under our control. No more heroes. The entire world is in terrible danger. Time is here.
I could pull some strings to spruce up the armory. Get ourselves some new toys to play with. Dangerous ones.
I'm picking up something in the atmosphere, a derivative of Terrigen.
I'm here. Who needs their ass kicked?
Very air reeks of dark magic.
Seeing the same footage.
Yeah, there's a lot of similar shots here. Or reused shots. I want to see somebody throw an enemy and somebody else hit them in the air.
Jarvis
It
is
doesn't look like we're gonna
unencrypting the
get to see that.
schematics, and we'll get our tech heads on new gear ASAP.
Look at all this. Which nation state is AIM planning to go to war with?
Dude, that outfit, whatever that Iron Man outfit is, the white one that looks like a Vanquish outfit. It's awesome.
Can be corrupted. If I don't stop them, it's just one more thing to regret on my deathbed.
Times like this, when it all seems hopeless, that's when we've got to stand strong.
Yeah, co-op in particular really does give me like Ultimate Alliance vibes.
You want to see powers? Here we go.
Just so many enemies. It gets really framey in some of these shots.
Yeah.
Get to decide who lives or dies.
Hey! Where did this thing come from?
Nice.
So
That's why
far,
it's
we've
good.
talked
This can
about
be
the
on
story,
PS5 and Xbox
hero
Series X.
missions, and customization. Now, let's talk about war zones.
Let's.
Okay.
So just, I'm a little confused. Are the story missions
War
co-op?
zones are missions
know
which you
if they
can
even
play with up to a
answered that.
total of 4 players.
I
or
think there are
solo
some
with
co-op
an AI
missions.
companion
Yeah, you
team
could just see 'em on the
made
war
up of your
table. It's
unlocked
just like-
and leveled
Yeah.
heroes.
I
Whether
imagine
playing
you
hero
can go to
missions
every
or war
environment and
zones,
do
you
something.
always
It
make
just might not be
forward
the
progress
story
with your
mission.
heroes.
Yeah.
On your helicarrier, you'll use the war table to launch missions with a variety of objectives and challenges. As you saw in the co-op trailer, each mission is grounded in story. So whether you're in the campaign or war zones, you're always working together to stop AIM and rebuild the resistance. You get missions from Jarvis, Maria Hill, Hank Pym, and more characters from Marvel history. Once you pick your mission, you'll board the Quinjet, where you can matchmake, switch heroes, choose your loadout, and of course, pick the right look and attitude for the job. As you start playing missions across the globe, you'll realize AIM has entrenched themselves in cities and remote locations alike, all in the name of research. War zones range from wide open spaces designed for exploration and team traversal to dense interiors with a variety of objective-based challenges, boss fights, and rewards. Here's a mission we saw in the co-op trailer called To Tame a Titan, where we can see some team play. There's this cool shot of Iron Man, but you may have missed Kamala and Hulk performing a team finisher on that poor guy back there. When you max out some larger enemies' stun meter, two heroes can come together to perform a team finisher, which gives you a chance to take them down much faster. Teamwork makes the dream work. Living the hero life is all about growth, getting stronger and better equipped to play smarter, and there are plenty of upgrades to help you do just that. As you progress through the campaign, you'll also be rebuilding and upgrading the Chimera, your helicarrier,
co-op move was unique
which is
to those
your own
characters.
flying base. The Resistance is a group who have banded together in the 5 years since A-Day. Some are inhuman and have powers. Some are former SHIELD agents who refuse to pledge allegiance to AIM, and some just want to help.
Nice.
What is this place?
We call it the Anthill. Not my idea.
You'll join their cause in the field by working directly with factions like the Inhuman Alliance and SHIELD agents Dum Dum Dugan, Nick Fury, and more.
Sick.
Oh, cool.
Earning faction
Dude, that looks like
reputation
Quake.
will give you access to new challenges,
So that third person, her name is Moore.
new vendors, and more powerful
Why show
items.
3 people and only mention 2 of them?
There will always be new threats on the horizon, so you want to
Is that
ensure
Hill?
your Avengers are ready for anything. We've talked about a lot today, but that's kind of the point. This is a really big, ambitious game. Marvel's Avengers isn't just a global, high-stakes race to rebuild the Avengers, to save the Inhumans, and uncover the truth about AIM's plans. That's just the beginning. This is a brand new original Avengers single-player story that you can enjoy on your own, made the Crystal Dynamics way. But it's also an experience you can play with your friends that will grow as we add new heroes, new regions, and new story, all at no additional cost.
Fun.
Thank you for following us and believing in us. I want to give a big shout out to our community. Thank you for caring and telling us what you think. We're listening, and as fans ourselves, we're all working every day to make Marvel's Avengers worthy of your support. Please stick around after the show to ask questions and chat. On behalf of the whole Marvel's Avengers team, thank you for tuning in to the first
no Cap,
Marvel's
like,
Avengers
it's just
War
strange.
Table. In the coming months,
No,
we'll
Cap's
talk about
not
our first
playable,
post-launch
unfortunately.
hero,
He's dead.
our upcoming
Sorry.
beta, and of course, our
Dev Cap.
launch, when Marvel's Avengers arrives September 4th. I'm Casey Lynch.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll see you next time.
Swimming in sevens.
Yeah, I think the thing
Yeah.
that concerns me the most, and it may just been the way they presented it, but it feels like this is just combat. Like there's not much in
sure.
the way of exploring a world. It's just, here's a different design for a combat arena.
Some
Yeah.
of those arenas are pretty big, though.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely. But I just don't feel like we're gonna be going through a level with like only a handful of enemies at any point. Like there's just always gonna be tons and tons of stuff to smash.
Yeah, the combat just looked very mashy. You're mashing it out. With Thor's gameplay especially, I didn't feel any of the impact when he was hitting them with the hammer. Just kind of, it felt splashy.
Sure.
The finishers and stuff with like Hulk and everything looked nice. Like visually, it looked so nice, so flashy. I'm pretty intrigued with the story too. That story seems cool. Like Avengers on the run, trying to stop MODOK. But I don't know. It looked okay to me, which is disappointing, but I don't know.
Well, I think part of, like I was saying earlier in the Thor thing, like with you being able to sort of seamlessly float, I think that makes it feel floaty a little bit. And it, like, so I'm just not sure how much like that air combat kind of actually becomes a little bit of a detractor.
Mm-hmm. It's like I'm torn because like the game itself, like the actual gameplay fighting doesn't look the most fun. But at the same time, like Jones, I know you can get on board with this. Like building your characters, like leveling them up, getting those awesome costumes, like that seems like some dopamine right there that I could get on board with, you know? Like, is that enough? I don't know. Like, I need to play it with my friends and really,
Yeah.
like, is it exciting to play with your friends or is it just going to be like a dull slog?
Right.
Like, the combat looks like kind of a dull slog. It looks flashy as hell, but it just looks so generic. Like, yeah, somebody's saying Dynasty Warriors, like, like
Oh,
not
no.
even.
Oh no!
Well, it doesn't look
it looks
like
more
really,
than Dynasty Warriors, but like not.
it's fair because it doesn't look really tough. You know, it looks
Yeah.
like you're just kind of playing with your food. Like everybody's just like
Right.
smashing dudes up, and it's fun to see fights in the distance. And I definitely think that there are different ways to play. Like I could see this even outside of me, just like I really like Cap as opposed to Iron Man. Like I could see you really picking one or two characters and you're like, cool, this is my ranged fix, I'm good, I can just stick to this character and like have fun leveling them up, have fun making them unique, have fun unlocking stuff for them.
Yeah.
But in terms of like fights, like there was nothing really I saw that I'm like, oh, thank goodness he brought Thor.
Mhm.
You know, it just seems just like a bunch of chaos, which is fun, but I don't know what's going to really compel people to stick with this in the long run over just a love for the franchises, for love for these
Yeah.
characters.
And the enemies just so repetitive. Like everything just looked so repetitive from
What
mashing it out, just ba 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 ba, to just like gray robots, yellow robots, purple robot with a staff. Like
Huber, what type of
so
enemy?
generic.
What type of enemy would you like to see? I guess like what can you offer up an example? What would be more intriguing? I mean, I agree with you. I'm just what would you want to see that would grab you a little bit more than just like different
clearly
colored
we're not
robots?
fighting humans because then it's really dark. Like you're not going to be able to smash them to bits because then this game would be rated M for mature. But yeah, like human enemies, alien enemies, like just robots over and over again. Like I don't know. Fighting other mutants,
Yeah.
other people with superpowers that are like somehow for some reason on MODOK's side. Like
Yeah, I think that's the thing is it's just like it's very much in a way like I kind of am not sure how much I'm going to care about like the main single player aspect of it because I feel like it's going to come out more in the co-op to where it's going to be fun, you know, doing that and talking to somebody and but yeah, it is very much like it's an Ultimate Alliance type of experience more than I think kind of like what I would maybe hope for more is something that's more along the lines of like a God of War, right? With fewer enemies, where each time you fight an enemy or a group of enemies, like it feels like a moment. Okay, like how am I going to use my skills to overcome these guys? Whereas this, it's just like, you know, okay, well, apply this type of damage and, you know, now smash this group of guys while you wait for the next big robot in the corner, you know, and then just keep doing that 5 times until the other big robot shows up. Yeah.
it's like my least favorite part of the MCU movies are like the massive battles. I like the character stuff and the small intimate fights. So why Winter Soldier's freaking awesome. And this is just like massive battle that like doesn't mean anything because we're just the Avengers and we're killing everything. Like I zone out, man. I tune out.
I feel we got a lot today. I really actually kind of liked the amount of even though some of it was the frame rate was buckling. I just think the campaign in general is going like 20 miles an hour, man. I just think they're so nervous about like, wait, don't introduce more characters, don't show Cap playable yet. Like they talked about the demo coming up before the September launch, and it's like, what if that demo is that Thor level? And it's like, okay, well, it's cool, but we already saw this. We're just so ready. And I think there was like, we don't want to spoil too much yet. And it's like, you need to show more, otherwise you're going to lose people. Like they're just not, especially now showing up later. Like one of the things for me, this is such a minute, silly thing, but like, man, that was Nolan North. That was some Nolan North. Like that was so tough. Like there's all these other characters. I'm like, you know, like Travis is doing Thor, and I'm like, okay, I can kind of get down with this. And then just like Hulk's kind of fun. He's definitely gonna be a costume. I'm gonna be switching out as soon as I possibly can. But like, you know, Iron Man is the center of all of that. And just every time he spoke up, I'm like, oh, it's so hard to shake out of my brain that like, it's Nolan, you know, it's like a character I definitely know. I'm trying real hard to be this character that I watched Endgame like 2 days ago, Huber. Like it was just like, well, let's do it, you know. And it's like you were saying, like him, you know, like at the beginning when he's just ranking, he said, "What are we? We're the Avengers. We're not the Revengers. You know, we do it after the fact." It's just like you can't beat this. This is 10 years worth of emotion and just, you know, and these characters doing the, you know, the right decisions and the wrong decisions creatively, and then atoning for all of that, and then wrapping it up, and then you just show up and you're like, but Miss Marvel, it's like, that was last year, man. We need, you know, like, I don't care how cool her abilities look. Like,
I wonder if the
I think it'll do well. I just think it could do so much better.
I wonder if it'll be a different Cap, not Steve Rogers. You know, Steve Rogers is in flashbacks, and then somebody takes over the mantle. Jones, that's guaranteed happening.
That makes sense.
Falcon,
100%.
Probably definitely happen.
Lock it in.
I do. Yeah, I do want to comment on the performance issues, because we're not that far away. September 4th release date. I just don't see. I my gut feeling is that we're watching this on current gen consoles, and potentially on PS5, Xbox Series X is going to run a little bit better, but yeah, that's probably not changing by the time this game comes out. So I'm just a little alarming to see that.
And I will say, like, it's Avengers, so I'm in, and I might be being like extra critical, but I think that matters, right? Like the brand recognition of like, this is an Avengers game. If you love the Avengers, you're obviously going to be going into this game way differently, like, than someone who doesn't give a shit about Marvel. So, you know, I think there's a level of excitement that comes with it from just being like a new Avengers game. Like that in itself is cool. But like when I really dive deep into the game and I strip away, like, all right, strip away all the branding, the Avengers, everything, and I just look at like the mechanics and what we're doing and how we're progressing, like that stuff concerns me for sure.
Well, even like, you know, what you're saying with like the quote unquote boss that we saw, right? Like there was nothing there's nothing going on there other than I had a big shield and you use your super attack to go through the shield. Like
so good.
I would have it would have been so much better to show, like, I know that you don't want to spoil what some of the villains are, right? But even if there's like a you know, quote unquote generic boss that's not just the same thing but bigger, you know, something that you have to do a little bit more with in order to overcome, because I think that's what it's missing, is like we're just not seeing anything that looks like you have to think differently in order to fight it, other than
just mash it out,
bypass the shield, use this, you know,
use
type
your
of
ultimate
damage.
ability. It's interesting too, because I remember when this game was first demoed, I forget who got to demo it, I forget if it was E3, but I remember reading some previews and everyone saying, oh, well, playing as Thor was the best. Like it was more like God of War because you were throwing the hammer and catching it back. And of course they showed Thor gameplay primarily today. So I'm wondering how the other characters feel. Like, is Black Widow fun, or am I just standing there like shooting the pistols over and over and over?
Yeah, I think they got the longest uphill battle, I think, with her. Or just humans in general. Hawkeye, obviously, you know, which is why, again, it's like I would love to get into some of that stuff as opposed to like saving that until much closer to launch. Like, oh, we have this character. It's like it's a little too late. Even no matter what they did with that Thor level, even just being like, let's take a look at a level from this video game. It's like, this feels like 8 months ago. This feels like we should have done this already. Like I'm at the point of how does level up work? Give me one other villain other than the villain. Like, I guess that was a character reveal today. I thought we were gonna have another hero or something. We did see skill trees. I don't know.
Hulk looked really good, yeah, and Miss Marvel looked cool.
Yeah.
Just like grabbing.
Yeah, I mean, their focus on this being a service game, I think, is the potential pitfall here. I that yeah, when we saw that screen when stuff went like, oh, here we go, here's the stuff that they've been trying to keep from you seeing. I mean, they keep saying they said it can be free though. All these like future updates, and they're always going to use that PR speak like we're gonna have like different stories, new characters, like the sky is the limit. But I feel like they're holding back for some reason. I know they did a nice deep dive today for Thor, and like definitely the UI part was like better. I almost kind of wish they just did that and then
I
show
wish
me
they
like
had left the HUD on the whole time.
Yeah, I kind of wish they just start that, but yeah, I'm just curious to see more about this because I feel like I'm still seeing mostly the same stuff I've been seeing about this game. Just not enough yet, I guess. Yeah.
You know what? I bet it's like spoilers. I bet because at the end, like one of the last things they said is they're like uncover what AIM's sinister plots. Like, dude, no one cares. Nobody cares. Nobody at this point has the emotional capacity for whatever story you've done. Like, I'm glad it's there. You had to do it. Like, these had to be new actors. You had to do all the work that you're doing. But like nobody is just like Hank did what? It's like that's not like nobody.
And like Destiny 1 and 2, like you could beat the story in like a weekend. So like it would not be shocking if like you can just breeze through all of this story content in like a weekend, and then it's like, okay, now play them on hard, or now just grind them for other gear, or wait 2 months for us to add a couple more levels. Like, it's such an uphill battle. Like, people are going to burn through this content
that hunger
so fast
is going to shock Square and Crystal Dynamics. Like, they're going to be like, oh, we weren't prepared.
So they're going to be like, the game's been out for 2 days and everyone's already done. Like,
I mean, that's the thing. When I was getting games as a service, like I saw some people chat being like, well, how can you, like someone who plays a game as a service, like how can you call this out? It's like the rate of updates. Like, I don't think people understand how quickly you need to turn around stuff to keep it viable, to keep people coming back, and like to keep people paying for stuff, like whatever, like if it's cosmetics and stuff. You have to have a good roadmap. You have to have a good schedule, and them not really talking about it yet. I mean, they have to talk about it at some point. That's, I think, the most critical thing is when they unveil that roadmap. That'll be the make or break for this game, I think, in terms of like how frequently they're going to update it. On top of how good does it feel to play? I mean, it might not look as good when we're watching it, but when we play it, maybe it's like, oh, this does feel a lot better. It doesn't come across in the video. I'm willing to like concede that point for sure. And obviously, yes,
Destiny 2 is amazing now, and like part of that is because obviously expansions, but like infinitely replayable things that are always fun. Like I think of it's escaping me right now. What's the PvPvE mode, chat? I always forget the name of that in Forsaken. Anyway, just like really awesome modes that by themselves you can just play Gambit mode just over and over and over again. The multiplayer stuff for this just seemed like we're just doing the generic missions and smashing everything in sight. So you need like things that you can keep coming back to that'll keep you engaged and addicted until they drop new content. But everything we've seen doesn't look like that yet.
Yeah. What's this based on? What's the model? Like what? I think the model is just like people love those Avengers, and you're like, when done well, like you need to do it. Yeah, you need to have, like you're saying, a roadmap. I just think that would be. I see this. To me, this is not the question of they're going to do it right at launch. I think there's going to be a lot of them. Like, we learned a lot. We're talking to our community a lot. It's going to be really slow post-launch with content, and then they're going to have to make that decision of like, do we want to pour as much as we need to into this to have enough updates for people for it to stay relevant, or is like Dummy was saying, like gameplay maybe could save it, but I just see them having to do much more work than it seems like they're doing, unless they're so scared about letting me know that like Vision's in it. You know, it's just like that's your like 2021 bomb drop. It's like not a bomb. We saw
the X-Men would be a bomb.
We're so spent. Yeah, there we go. You know what I mean? Like
That'd
that.
be a huge bomb.
MODOK was fun, but it's like I don't know if it's another one of those things. Like I don't know if that hit as well as they were hoping it would hit.
And I can't wait to try out multiplayer though, Huber. Like
yeah,
I'm sold. That's the other thing.
Yeah, like that. I think that is if that feels good. I think that actually might be the most important thing is if you have a good time playing with other people and stuff. Because that single player story is only going to carry it so far with this, you know.
But even the multiplayer things looked like mission focused. So are you going to be going through these and like the 9th time, like Maria Hill is just going to be like, all right, here they come. Now go take out the AIM robots. And it's like,
yeah, it's like you're farming these content and stuff. Like you need to like get enough things. I mean, I'm sure you could probably like maybe you could just skip that stuff, like and skip like dialogue. I don't know, but I see your point, Huber. You're probably going to have to repeat. There's definitely difficulty settings I saw on the things, so it's like you're going to come back and try them on harder difficulties. But I mean, I don't expect. I expect that pretty much, Huber. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is really going to come down to how a lot of these skills and stuff feel. Because, you know, as we said, like it's Brandon, I think you put it a good way, like saying playing with your food. You know, it's like if it feels fun to like pull off all these moves and chain things together and chain something together with a friend, then, you know, it kind of doesn't matter. But, you know, kind of like Ultimate Alliance, it's not something that's like necessarily, you know, that fun to see somebody else do. But, you know, you pull those things off. But yeah, I don't know.
Swimming in the sevens.
See how it goes. Not necessarily my, you know, go-to exciting kind of thing, but could still be fun.
Yeah, like I'm not hyped, but obviously I'm playing the shit out of this game and 100%ing it.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna be like just because I'm critical and hating on it doesn't mean I'm not gonna dive in and be freaking Hulk smashing everyone. But it's like, is this game going to last a weekend or is it going to last years and be the freaking gold standard of superhero games?
Yeah.
Like, I think it's just going to be a cool week.
Right.
I mean, it's an important game. I mean, yeah, this needs, they are clearly planning on this lasting for a long time. If they don't, that doesn't fall through. I mean, I wonder how much they've invested in this, especially like Crystal Dynamics. I kind of worry this game underperforming what it might do to either Crystal Dynamics and or, you know, Square Enix in terms of like working, you know, this could have major repercussions if this doesn't do well. So that's why I like being critical so much about it. It's just I feel like
it
needs to be wowing us, and it's quite I don't know, for me it hasn't had that moment. I'm kind of concerned about that. Yeah.
Totally.
Huber, that's a really scathing review headline. A solid week's worth of content.
Yeah.
And then we're out.
Yep. It's like, all right, finished everything. See you in like 3 months when you add the X Mansion or something.
But I could see it coming back. I could see it like a Sea of Thieves, you know?
Totally.
Where it's just like, oh, Avengers, like, haha, Avengers. Like, no, it's pretty decent now. Didn't you see they just added, you know, like, all this cool stuff?
Yeah, Destiny 2 started fine, and now it's like I love Destiny 2. So
I just think they're holding too much back at this point. Open the floodgates. A lot of people are making games. There's a new gen coming. Like there's no time like the present. So I'll see y'all for the next war table. Yeah.
Yeah, I expect these will be a monthly thing, probably, since they only have so much time coming up.
Smart, yeah.
Sure. Yeah,
2 more.
Because they said the next one was talking about a new hero, the first post-launch hero, and the beta. There's one other thing in there, but the beta is coming up because there's a PS4 beta coming up.
First post-launch hero being announced. Does that mean this is it? We've seen everybody. This could be a launch?
I hope.
I don't think so.
Characters?
I don't think that means that.
Okay. All right.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Have to see.
I think it's gonna do well, honestly.
How many can I count my characters at? Both hands? 2? Do I need another hand? Do I need a third hand? That's the question.
I mean, we've seen other.
I want to know by.
Well, we've seen like 5. We've seen Captain America,
we've seen
Thor, Iron Man, Black Widow, Hulk, and Miss Marvel. That's 6.
Is there something about Ant-Man or something, or no?
I think he was like a NPC helper.
He was like in the background, yeah, of one level that they showed.
So.
Some like canyon level we haven't seen a lot of. When are we going back to the canyon? Next war table. But that big wide map with all the missions. It's like, yeah, you just put another dot on there. You're done, you know. It's like the Destiny maps, Hubert. It's like, hey, we're going over here. You know, when you look at the world map, it's like that canyon. You're sure.
The gear.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. There's a dungeon down there. Like, I bet. Like, just that. Somewhere in the middle of this forest or some shield installation that we found. Oh boy. But yeah, I got Huber at least.
Yeah, I'll be there. You know,
All right.
I'll be there. Just how long? Just the question.
Yeah. What do you play first? Pokemon Unite and Avengers, which is going to last longer.
No.
Yeah.
Beloved characters in games that we didn't necessarily ask for. Which one will stand the test of time? Stay tuned. We're easy allies.
We have we got other streams coming up, but we did more. We got one more day with the reaction stuff. We'll be reacting. The stream starts at 9 a.m. tomorrow Pacific time, so I guess 8:30 or 8:50 ish, like a little bit before we'll go live tomorrow for the Cyberpunk. Was it Nightwire? They're calling it
Night City Wire.
Night
They say
City
it's going to
Wire
be
in the morning.
25 minutes.
Okay.
There's going to be a trailer, new gameplay footage, and devs talking about some brain dance. What's brain dance mean?
I don't know, but I'm excited to see
dance.
a freaking 10 out of 10. Let's go.
Rain dance. Okay.
We'll find out what brain dance is tomorrow.
Yeah.
Brain dance.
That's the other thing, Avengers. This is Cyberpunk week. You gotta step up. Yeah.
I mean, that is true. That might, yeah. We'll see. But we got that coming up tomorrow. We got some more streams later today, part of our usual schedule today, tomorrow, rest of the week. You can check those all out on the schedule below the video player or in the tab, whichever you're looking at, or on easyallies.com. Oh, got anything else I'm forgetting here?
We're going to be streaming some Marvel in a couple hours, Damiani.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Throw a shield or shield for your Jones.
Already starting to fall asleep.
New episode of Hunting Huber is up now, so go
check
that out before Ben starts.
Yeah, Ben is coming up in 10 minutes, so yeah, we gotta wrap things up. So is it today Persona 5 or is it
Mortal
Ben's
Kombat?
Dojo? Ben's Dojo. So
Nice.
Mortal Kombat. Stick around for that, and yeah, we'll be back tomorrow for Cyberpunk reactions. So thanks for watching, and take it easy, everyone. Bye-bye. Sorry, one sec. I gotta hit the mute button on the right thing. All right.